Welcome, everyone. We're so happy that you are here on this special edition of Talented Universe. I would like to, well, most of you know my co-host for some of our music programs, Vernon Barnard. He's with us, and his partner in crime with the musical group Neolodics. I'm going to say this wrong, but I'm going to try. Leon Vermaak.
Yay.
Is that close?
Perfect. Well done.
Oh, whoa! I get some points from Vernon then. That's
Leon,
great.
I told Mike he should actually try and pronounce it any way he wants to, because it just gives it like a legitimate sound when an international, us South Africans, we like hearing our names mixed and matched a little bit. So
I'll mess yours up, Vernon, next. Okay, so just so you feel happy. Just so people in the chat room, we got a few people in the chat room right now. Please, if you have questions for my guests, I would love to hear from you. We actually have at least, good. We got Arc 54, one of our nice, steady people. Arc 54 says, "Good morning. This is a cool treat. I have had Stay With Me on repeat since very early this morning."
Oh, you're amazing. Appreciate you so much. We need those streams, Arc 54.
Yeah, I do appreciate that too. And if anybody else in the chat room has any questions, please post them. And like you just saw, we will display them. And if they're appropriate, we will answer them. So please enjoy. Now, let's start with Leon. Leon, how did you meet Vernon? Let's do the first question.
We have a mutual friend who introduced us to one another, and that's about 2 years ago. And we first started building a friendship, and during our friendship, we discovered a mutual love for the same type of music, and we started experimenting with the songwriting and with the music, and then we realized that there's definitely synergy between the two of us. So, but basically it was through a mutual friend. So thank you, Marlies. If it was not for Marlies, we would not have met one another.
Absolutely. Amazing how things happen like that. So no, we just connected straight away. And like Leon says, we'll speak about it a bit more, but I just immediately played me a lot of his demos, and he's got a huge catalog of different songs that he wrote over the years, and there's so much potential, and I wish we could already have more to show people, but there's so much coming up for Neolodics. But the thing is, for me, I just instantly resonated with his lyrics. They are really just speaking a message so close to my heart, and I believe that when people listen to it for the first time and just make it a part of their life story, and we all can relate through common messages like struggles and overcoming those struggles and finding a way around the limitations that we face, and various things. And our music is just aimed to speak about something that's a bit deeper, but it's things that we all deal with. So just address it in a meaningful way, and at the same time, have good sounding jams, instrumentation that goes along with it, so that people can enjoy it. So my big thing was, when I heard Undefeated for the first time, for instance, I just said, this is definitely something that I want to get my voice on. It's just been a joy working with Leon from there on in.
Well, I just want to announce that we have our first like from Facebook. I'm so glad Facebook is back.
Is Facebook up?
Facebook is back up.
Is it back up? That's awesome.
Yes, it is. Desiree Creel.
Hey, Desiree.
You know Desiree?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
She's been on the page, on the Barnard page for a long time. Thanks for your support. We appreciate you too.
And then we've got a heart from Charlize Vlogs.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool.
Welcome, Charlize.
Hello.
Yeah, as I said, any questions you have, hey, this is the time. Post them in.
I'm glad Facebook is up, Mike. I mean, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Facebook.
I mean, if you're not comfortable with English and you want to do Afrikaans, that is fine because I won't know what you're saying, but others will, and we'll translate. So
yeah, Leon will read the. You guys. I also wanted to say that if you want to comment in Afrikaans, please go ahead. Leon will read it back to us. So don't ask me. I don't have my binoculars on.
yeah, well, yeah, we got to work on getting you one of those.
Yeah.
Binoculars
exactly.
will be great. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Vernon, what your musical influences? Then I'm going to ask Leon that too. So what, growing up, what are the influences that kind of molded you to write what you like to write and sing what you like to sing, what you do?
Yeah, it was kind of similar to what I enjoyed about Leon's writing as well. I enjoyed music, and it wasn't really narrowed down to a specific genre. For instance, it wasn't just R&B or just rock or just pop. As soon as I heard something that had this, and sometimes for me, it's like you can't explain it in words. It's an emotional connection that you have to the song. It's either the very clever way that the people behind the song produced and composed the song, and there are elements in it that really just that ambience or that beautiful high pitched note, or just the notes harmonically fusing into something that is just so beautiful and touches you. That is one thing that I listened for, and then also lyrics that inspire. So I mean, I listened to anything growing up from, the Police to Celine Dion, to, I mean, Chris Brown, just various different artists. That's why I could name just so many songs. But I have to say, I think it was 2011 or 2012, the artist that got me into music, that said, made me feel like this is the type of music I would like to do, was Ed Sheeran. When I heard his way of coloring in a picture through his lyrics and really putting that image in front of you, I just immediately felt, okay, this is what music is to me, and this is what I hopefully can also communicate through my music or my interpretation of songs. So yeah, with Ed Sheeran, the first one that I heard was A-Team, and he just painted this quite somber picture of a lady struggling with drug abuse, but just the metaphorical language, and just the way you really saw this happening in front of you, it was striking to me. So that really spoke to me in a deep way and inspired my music going forward.
That's cool. Leon, your influences?
I've got a very wide range of influences. When I originally started playing guitar, I taught myself. I listened a lot to the Beatles. They were my original inspiration. They basically taught me how to play guitar. And then a lot of U2 as well. I've actually been to 2 of their live concerts in person. And a lot of acoustic rock type of music, REM, Crowded House, Radiohead, Coldplay, and then some electronic music, Depeche Mode, I like a lot. So I've got quite a wide variety of influences, even Bruce Springsteen. So I really like your organic type of music, but also those artists who pushes the boundary, in terms of experimentation and breaking the mold. Especially, as I mentioned, Radiohead. They've also had quite a big influence on me as well. And as Vin also mentioned, some of the more contemporary artists, Ed Sheeran, I mean, he's a phenomenal artist. And One Direction and One Republic. I also really like their music, and Imagine Dragons.
Yes.
So those are some of the influences that really drives me in my songwriting as well.
Well, cool. Let me switch that. I got stuck. We've got some hearts from Charlize Botha
Hey, Charlize.
and Charlize again. She gave another heart.
Awesome.
I guess she's having a good time.
She is. So. No, she's a wonderful supporter. She's also been on the Vernon Barnard page, and she's come over to Neolodics, and I know she's a big fan as well, and just spreading the word. So we really appreciate you.
Well, that is great. That is great. And hey, if you have a question, post it, please.
Yeah, please do. Anything, guys. Anything you want to know.
Can I tell you guys an interesting story?
Please do.
Because I'm looking at the comment of ARK54 about stay with me.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is stay with me was never meant to be recorded. We didn't plan to record the song, and we were in the studio working on Speed of Love, our previous single. And between a break and the recording session, I picked up the acoustic guitar and I started playing the song, but basically just for myself. And then the next moment, Vernon heard the song, and he can be very compelling if he wants to be. So he made sure that we recorded "Stay With Me," and I've got to say, I really love his vocals on the song.
Thanks, Leo.
But it's one of those accidental type of songs that we really didn't plan to record. And at the end of the day, it happened in the studio. I think Vernon, it might be a record, but I think within 24 hours, he learned the melody and the lyrics. And then he also performed the vocals. We recorded the song within 24 hours after he heard it. So that was quite an unplanned session, but we are very satisfied with the result.
Yeah, sometimes the best things happen when they're not planned. So I also agree. Like, I just enjoyed like the flavor to it. Like when you played it, it was, I mean, there were so many options, and to also give people another bit of insight, we had a week to go up to our recording location and work with a great producer by the name Ewald Jansen van Rensburg up in Potchefstroom in South Africa. And we had a week to try and fit in as much as we can. So our goal was 2 songs, but then we had a spare day where we said, okay, we are here now. Let's do a 3rd song. It's a lot to travel. It's a lot of finances to get here and do the thing. So then we had some songs up for consideration, and this one, I'm so glad that we did it. It's a bit different than Speed of Love and also Undefeated, but I think even though it's a bit different, there is still a common thread. It's still that golden thread that runs through our music. So obviously we're still launching, and that's why we would also love everyone to just join us on the journey starting out. And I mean, you guys don't even realize how much your comments and likes and just engagement on the posts and sharing the Facebook page, following the Facebook page, listening to us on Spotify, how much all of that helps. Because many of the YouTube guys would also say it's about the algorithm, and apparently it is. Like the more engagement we get, the more it gets pushed out to more people. And it's not just about numbers. We want genuine connections with all of you, and we hope and by the will of God, we would like to tour the entire world one of these days. We're willing to put in the hard yards, and it's not going to be overnight, but we would like to go everywhere and perform our music. So excited about what lays ahead, and we are hustling hard. I would love you guys to just get on the Facebook page and share in the journey with us.
Yeah, ARK54 says, I'm so glad you recorded it. I love his vocals too. I guess he's talking about you, Vernon.
Yeah, thanks.
It feels very warm and uplifting.
Awesome. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, and we do have a heart from Charlize Botha. Awesome. And we have a like from, I'm probably going to say this one wrong, Darlene van Rooyen.
Darlene van Rooyen. Yes, but you say it so nicely, Mike. I don't think Darlene would mind.
Yeah, well,
You sound like a South African, Mike. Well done.
Well, I'm still recouping from Croatian the other day, so I'm recouping from that one. So.
Wearing all kinds of hats, Mike. Well done.
I do, but it's fun. It's fun.
And you wear it well.
It's fun to have guests from all over the place. It really
Absolutely.
is. It's really nice. But let me ask you this, to either one. Probably this will be to Leon. Why in the world did you decide to do this?
I think it's the urge to create. We are all called to create and to add value in some way or another. And I think that's what drives all of us in some way or another in whatever we do, is the urge and the desire to create. And I'm a compulsive songwriter, as Vernon mentioned earlier. So I've got so many songs I've written, but there's no greater feeling than to get appreciation for what you've created. And obviously, we also realized we cannot do it on our own. There's a saying we always use between the two of us, alone I can go faster, but together we can go further.
Yeah.
So we decided to collaborate, and the vocals, and not just the vocals, but Vernon is a songwriter and even a producer in his own right. So he's not merely just a vocalist, but with the creative process, he really gets involved. And that's something I really appreciate, because it brings a completely different dynamic to the song. Because when I write these songs, I hear it a specific way and I envision it in a specific way. But then he brings his own perspective into the mix. And that's really something that I think creates great synergy. But ultimately, we did it because, number one, the desire to create and to leave a legacy, if I can put it like that, in terms of something in the hearts of people that will bring them hope and that will bring them courage as well, and even comfort. And then also sometimes you've just got to go for it. There's no guarantees in life, but sometimes you've just got to pull the trigger, give it your best shot, and just trust for the best. But we really, with our aim, obviously we want the songs to gain international recognition. Any artist wants that, but we also want the songs to bring hope and to bring courage. Even Stay With Me, it's a song also about when you are going through challenging times or adversity, or you are facing a season of uncertainty, or you're going through a struggle, that there's hope and there's light. There's someone holding a torch to guide you back home, and that at the end of the day, there is a place called home. There is a place where you belong, even if you sometimes feel like you may not belong. That's one of the reasons we did it, is to also just spread a message of encouragement and hope, and then to have fun. We both are musos. We enjoy creating, we enjoy writing, we enjoy making music. So there's also the fun part of it, sitting in the studio and fleshing out the songs. I mean, that's also a lot of fun. So obviously that's also one of our factors that motivated us.
Yeah, and for me, it was just the opportunity to venture into a new project as well, like everything that Leon said, but also this idea of getting to work as part of a team. I was very excited by that prospect, and to put our minds together and come up with something that has both of our tastes, both of our inspirations, and a big thing for me was just an opportunity. And I love doing music in my home language, Afrikaans, and I love my language, but I also got an opportunity with Neolodics to through Leon so far funding our project, do music in English, and it's not a choice between English and Afrikaans. It's just an opportunity to reach a lot of people, for instance, overseas. And this is something, if there's anyone watching on YouTube specifically that has followed me, they've bared with me with all of my Afrikaans songs, and they've been so kind and even supportive of Afrikaans music, saying we don't understand all of the lyrics, but we love your music still. And I feel like it's just an opportunity to show appreciation to them specifically, but also to anyone who enjoys Neolodics' music. But yeah, for me, it's a big thing to be able to, of course, English is the international language for all of us. That is the main language that we consume, and it's just going to reach more people, and we want to bring joy to more people. And of course, I will continue with doing Afrikaans music as well. It doesn't really have to be one or the other, but I'm really excited about the prospect to reach and show appreciation to the international audience as well.
Yeah, before I get to ARC54's other comment, I would like to say I was one of those people, as you know, Vernon, that loved your Afrikaans music, but I didn't know what you were saying. But I felt what you were trying to get through in the music, and it really got me.
Yeah, you liked Asseblief, right? You liked Asseblief.
I did.
Say it, Mike.
I'm not going to say it because that's the one I'm not good at pronouncing.
No, I like the way you say it. Please, come on, man.
Asseblief.
Hey, you hear that? You hear that, Leon?
Now that's spot on. He speaks like
I've been practicing, but as I said, I'm not as good as some other people. Now, I really think ARC54, after you just said that, she's going to go listen to that song now. She might not have heard that song yet of yours, Brian. But in relative to what I just said, this is what she said. She said, "I'll say this much, you guys. You have a hardcore new fan. Speaking of touring, hope you get to start soon. Yes. Where would you like to go first?"
Great question. Leon, are you going to go first?
I would love, to be quite honest, I'd love to do the USA for, well, one of the main reasons on our streaming platforms, some of our biggest following is in the USA.
Yeah.
And then also the UK. And I'm excluding South Africa here because that's obvious. We definitely will do South Africa. I'm speaking about international tours, but we'd like to do the USA, the UK, France, Germany, Australia. We would really like to go international because I think our songs have got an international sound to it. And it also resonates the message. It's a universal message that resonates with an international audience as well.
Yeah. Myself, all of those places that you mentioned, and also like Philippines, I think is a nice one. Like Asia. I think Asia has like amazing fans. Latin America, I love Latin American people. Just all of the the countries in there, Brazil. So many awesome places that one could go. Brazil is a favorite of mine, so I would love to also for us to go to Brazil, and So I mean, there's so many. It feels harsh to exclude or just to mention one or two, but wherever the music takes us.
Yeah, I think
the great thing about technology and social media today is that in the past you were restricted to physical distribution channels, but today you can reach literally the whole world through your music. So I think that's also a great advantage to streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Facebook, even us streaming tonight. There's people probably from all over the world watching and tuning in. So the great thing is we can distribute our music and we can share what we've created with people from all over the world. I've mentioned the USA and the UK, but one of our top streaming countries actually is the Philippines as well. So there are so many countries we would like to tour, but we would like our music, really to have an impact internationally.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah. And I was going to say, this is one of your biggest fans, Vernon.
Okay.
Benita Barnard.
Hey. No.
Great broadcast. Love you all.
It's going to be hard to beat. Hey.
You guys have got the same surname. That's a coincidence.
Isn't that a coincidence? Yeah, it's like, wow.
There's so many Barnards going around these days.
Well, there are. Yeah. So what do you do?
Sure.
What
Thanks, Mark.
So let me see, how do I put this? What are everybody asks you about how about short-term goals? What do you have any new songs coming out that you know when they're going to come out, or you're working on several, or that are in the pipeline, let's say?
Yes, at this stage, I think one of our major goals is to really promote Stay With Me. Yeah. So we want to take the next month or two and we want to expose the song to as many people as possible, not just in South Africa, but as I mentioned, even in the UK, the USA. We really want to attempt to penetrate even the radio market in terms of radio play in the USA, radio play in the UK, South Africa. And we also want to record a music video for Stay With Me. I think this song really demands a music video. It's a very atmospheric and moody type of song. So I think we can do a great music video for Stay With Me. So our short-term goal really is to promote and to market Stay With Me and to expose it to the world. And then we've already recorded the follow-up single. So I don't want to say too much about that, but it's a bit in a different type of direction, a very interesting sound, and very interesting lyrics as well, because we also want to make sure that our music remains diverse. Sometimes an artist can fall into the rut of all the songs almost sounding the same. So we want to make sure that there's diversity of sound, even though there's a common signature thread that runs throughout the songs. We want to make sure that each song can stand on its own, basically.
Sure.
So we've already recorded the next single, and then we're going to work on completing the album. We are completing a full album, so we're going to record another 6 or 7 songs, release singles, music videos, and then as ARC 54 also said earlier, we are preparing to start playing live. So we'll even have a couple of online live sessions for you guys as well. And it will be acoustic and also with a full band. So we've already lined up our musos to support us and to join us on stage. So we've got phenomenal musos that's going to support us when we are playing live. And obviously, the great advantage that we have as Neolodics, we have Vernon as the lead vocalist. And that is something that you need as a band. You need a strong front man, and someone with strong vocals and a strong presence, and that's something that Vernon definitely has. So we can't wait to start playing live. I must be honest. That's also one of our short-term goals, is to start doing some live recordings online in sessions like this. Maybe me with a guitar, Vernon on vocals, and then to start playing live gigs.
Absolutely. Like I'm also specifically looking forward to that, because even with just my own shows, it's nothing really beats the open air, the speakers, just the crowd really getting involved. And the most exciting part of that is, like Leon mentioned, the band, like getting in a kick-ass drummer, a rocker on the guitars, maybe even a keyboard player, a bassist. Will look at all different types of options for different settings. Sometimes it's, like you said, going to be just an acoustic show with 3 guys. Sometimes it's going to be like a more lively, upbeat sound. But yeah, bottom line is to be on the road. That's what we got. We musicians, we strive for. Is it's great to have the song. It's great to have people listen to it, but we want to just feel the enjoyment and enjoy the moments with everyone at shows. So working hard towards putting together our set list. Like Leon says, the finishing up of the album, that's also on the way. So yeah, really a lot being done behind the scenes. Leon, I don't know about you, and Mike, you can also say what you think about just the whole lesson of patience in this life. But sometimes I'm being tested in my patience, because I have this vision in my head, and I'm already at step 10, and I want to see results of step 10. But sometimes it's just important to remain calm, focused, keep faith, and trust that keep remaining in that mode of doing hard work and doing the right things, putting the next foot in front of the other. That does pay off, and you don't always see it in the moment, but you see it afterwards, and then you have hindsight, and then you're like, okay, why was I stressed, or why was I worried? So but for me personally, it's hard. It's hard in the moment to feel that way. But I think the older you get, you kind of learn to say, okay, I've been there before. I felt like that before, and I got through that before, and I know that things worked out because you are following the processes and you're doing the right things. You're putting in the hard yards, and they do eventually pay off. So that's my focus. Just trying to be, yeah, be even more patient and appreciative of being in the process of getting where you want to go.
And
Yeah,
I
but I
got
think it's
I got behind on the comments. Let me catch up on the comments, then you can finish, because some of these are relevant to what you were just saying.
Okay.
Charlize Botha says, I want more music. I know Stay With Me just came out, but I need more. Okay, and then Charlize says, yay, and that was when she heard about the new stuff coming out.
Okay, awesome.
And then we have from Rosman Papa.
Hello, hey Rosman.
You have an incredible voice and an extraordinary talent. I admire you a lot. Hi from Romania.
I appreciate you.
Hey, Rosman. Glad to have you with us.
Yeah. And here's another person with another one of your big fans. Great, but and then Charlize gave you a heart.
Awesome.
And then Charlize says, can't wait. And that's for all the new stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is from Dirk Boyson.
Hey, Dirk.
The song Stay With Me is just awesome. Hope you have plans to tour the Neolodics.
Hey.
It'll be great to catch up with Vernon and the Neolodics team.
Yeah, you need to meet Leon as well. I think you guys will get along very well. Dirk is just an awesome guy, a friend. We've known each other for a long time, and he's just been one of my, in Afrikaans we would say startmakers, really people that I can depend on, especially when traveling to the Gauteng area in South Africa. Just always being so open to helping me move around, along with some other dear friends. I have to mention, I don't know if they're watching, but the Kruse family, who I also love dearly, and a lot amongst many others. But yeah, Dirk is just thanks for tuning in, Dirk. I'm so happy that you like the song, and say hi to the kids from me, eh?
Yeah, and Dirk will definitely come to Nelspruit because you are close to the Kruger National Park. It's one of my favorite places in the world to just go and camp in the Kruger. So we'll definitely make a plan to go tour there, and then I've got an excuse to go stay in the Kruger National Park for a couple of days.
There you go. Yeah, as I said, anybody in the chat room have any questions, please post them. Vernon.
Yes. Am I the only impatient one, guys, or what's the
No, I am so impatient. But what I do want to say to people that are just tuning in, which they may not know, Vernon is my co-host on Talented Universe for a lot of the music programs that we do.
Yes.
And he has stepped up to the plate. And I mean, all the guests really love him. I mean, they all tell me that, wow, where'd you find him? I go, I found his video on the net and talked to him, and we became friends. And now he's my co-host on Talented Universe
as well, Mike.
You know, and I mean, I enjoy having him on with me. His knowledge of music is great when I have these music people on. We've had 4 people from The Voice so far. From the last season from The Voice US and the new season that's just coming up. And hopefully we have another person from The Voice this new season on tomorrow. I just read that his wife just had a baby, so I'm hoping he's still going to be with us, but if he can't, we will reschedule because I totally understand that.
Yeah.
He may not get any sleep the night before, you know, so I mean, I totally understand all that. But actually tune in.
Talented Universe.
Talented Universe, and I will put up the web page so you can see what the thing. I'll keep that up for a while. I just got to get to the right place. There we go.
Yeah, we had
Talented Universe, http ndbmedia.net/TU.html, or you can just go to the main page, http ndbmedia.net, and then look at the top under shows video and look up Talented Universe, and you'll see all of our shows. And we do list who the co-host is for the show. So if you're a big Vernon fan, you could just go right down to where Vernon's name is as one of the co-hosts and just go right over and click the button and you can watch the video. So,
yeah, we've had really cool people on the show. So you guys can also follow us on Facebook. We're also just getting that up and running, just like Neolodics. But yeah, it's like we had Karen Waldrop from the latest season of The Voice last week. Was it last Friday, Mike?
Yes, last Friday.
That was an incredible show. Yeah, she's
great. She's great.
Amazing energy, and we just had a lovely time chatting to her, and she had a lot of people come along for the chat, which was amazing.
A lot.
I appreciate you as well, Mike, and the opportunity to do the podcast with you. And hey, maybe one of these days we're gonna pull Leon in as well. But
sounds good to me.
Leon's a big businessman as well, so he's a very busy guy. Amongst the music, he's also got other ventures and just a real strong, motivated guy, doing a lot of amazing things in the communities as well that he's a part of. So,
yeah, we've got a lot more likes now. Jay Simmons, hey, thanks, Jay. He's one of our co-hosts.
Nice. Hey, Jason.
Danielle Griesel.
Hey, Danielle.
And Razvan Popa actually gave us a like.
Awesome. Thanks, Razvan.
Bertus Bronkhurst.
Bertus. Hello, Bertus.
Arc 54. And then we also talked before about Dolene. Was you? I can't
yes.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, thank you.
You make the name sound so big.
And we got love from another Vernon Barnard and Charlize Botha.
Wonder who that would be.
I have no idea. I'm surprised. He should be working right now, so I don't know. What he's... But
There's a couple
anyway,
of Barnards here, eh?
yeah, well, you do.
Taking over.
Okay. Arc 54 says the home of the voice guest interviews.
There you go. Absolutely.
We have had it. I'm hoping to get more. So, and I'm hoping South Africa gets to see this new season of The Voice on TV. That would be nice. That would be nice.
We have the end. We have the live shows playing on our station now that plays The Voice.
Oh, from season 24.
24, yeah. So hopefully,
yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
From Chantel Susano Roos. Hey, Vernon,
Chantal.
how are you doing?
Oh, it's lovely to hear from you, Chantal. Gaan baie goed. It's going well, thank you. Thanks for tuning in and for the support as well.
Yeah. Do you see? We talked about your influences, which were quite a few. What other things, like hobbies and things, do you like to do, Vernon? I'll start with you.
Yeah, sure.
When you have time.
I do. Now I joke and say I consider myself to be quite a boring guy. I really enjoy just gaining knowledge. Like the last few years, it's been a big part of my life, and God's also allowed it such a way in my life where I've had time to really delve into my Christian faith and the Bible. So I love just learning more and striving to know Christ more. And also just I'm on YouTube a lot, just listening to podcasts. I'm fascinated by conversations and hearing where people come from and their experiences and how they perceive life and why they feel the way they do about things, and then try to get to the bottom of a lot of things that are struggles for people, conflicts out there. There's always something, and maybe we can contribute in someone's life by just clearing up something or helping with something. So I have a big love for trying to gain more knowledge. And then otherwise, I enjoy watching sports, guys. I've always been a sports guy. So I have my football team, I have my cricket team, I have I watch rugby specifically when the Springboks play. So not necessarily domestic rugby, but okay, I will watch like the rugby that's on now when it's like international, like the South African teams against the European teams. I like that. But yeah, just a lot of sports, follow sports, enjoy just hanging out with my friends, and catching up with them, spending time with my family, having a braai as maybe our international audience might ask, what is that? And that's just the South African Afrikaans name for a barbecue. So getting the fire going and braaiing something on the fire. So yeah, that's always a big, just a social thing for us. So yeah, I mean, so many things, and obviously listening to music. I mean, and and composing music, as Leon mentioned a little bit earlier. So I wouldn't say that is in my spare time per se, but that's a big thing that I've pursued the last 3 or 4 years. Where Mike, you would know I've done some stuff for you guys for some of the fan films.
Mm-hmm. Which we love. Yeah, some of the little soundtrack clips that for background music. It's been wonderful. Yeah.
So just just try and grow as much as I can. That's a big part. I'm 30 years old now, so for me, I might be heading into a new season of life. I don't know what's planned, but I'm trying to do the best where I am at in the moment, and sometimes I have to be reminded of that. Sometimes I lose track, but that's just my big focus, is to have a good balance in life, whatever it may be. I want to have a good balance between working and also enjoying the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, I think I missed a comment before we go on to from Rian Lindstrom. Hey, Vernon Barnard.
Hey, thanks for tuning in.
And then Charlize says, "We love the bra."
Hey,
we love the bra. I'm not saying it right. Bra.
We love the bride. Like all South Africans,
Yeah,
that's our thing.
Right. So
you have to come over, Mike.
I know. I got to get that silly thing called a passport updated. So.
We have to get you on the plane so that you are a what do you call it? Like a South African by adoption as well, and then you'll be a bri master.
Oh, it's bri. Okay. See, I said, yeah,
Bri.
I'm so bad. Okay. So let's go back to this. Leon, go ahead with spare time, if any, activities.
Yes, I'm really a great lover of nature. So I love to hike, especially in the mountains and next to the coast. And I'm completely, when I get time, I'm addicted to fly fishing. The absolute thrill of going into a river, a fast flowing river, and doing fly fishing. I also play chess, and I love to read. I love history especially, and autobiography, so I love to read. And something I also really enjoy is interesting conversations. Spending time with friends and family, or meeting interesting people, having my paradigm challenged. Sometimes we exist in an echo chamber, so it's sometimes good to get exposed to people who think a bit different and whose perspective is a bit different. And that's also how we grow. There's a famous author, he said, we are made up from the books that we read, the people that we meet, and the places that we go. So I also like to read, to go places, and to meet interesting people.
Yeah.
And then, as Vernon also mentioned, and Charlize, to braai, to have a barbecue, to spend time with friends and family around the fire. So, those are basically my hobbies. At this stage in my life, I'm a bit of a workaholic, so I have to get back to making time again for some of my hobbies. And obviously, also absolutely love writing songs. I can do that for hours, take the guitar and just lose myself, compose, and create new songs. So that's also something I really like doing. But for me, the perfect day would be next to the river, in the mountains, fly fishing, hiking. I've done that many times. I'll take my fly fishing rod, and I'll go and I'll disappear for a day or two in the wilderness, and then I'll come back refreshed. Nice. So that is basically my ideal time just to unwind.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
But Mike, I've got a question for you. Do you have a Springbok jersey? That's
I don't even know what that is.
Shame on you, Mike.
Mike, they are the world champions. They are our national treasure.
I'm not into sports as much. See, and the person that knows I'm not into sports just got on the channel. So, but let me get off that I'm not into sports very much. Rian says, Vernon, I'm also into the music. Love your music. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, Rian. Appreciate it.
And then, the person that knows me very well, Roger De Noriega.
Hey, Roger.
Awesome conversation. And then he goes, Roger is out here in Southern California listening.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Hey, Roger.
Sunny weather up there?
Yeah, Roger has had a rough week, and it's only Tuesday, so he's been very busy. But I'm Roger, if you'd like to pop in and say hi to Vernon, that would be great. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine, because we're going to be wrapping up in about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. So if anybody else in the chat room has any questions, please post them now so we can get them in before we are going to be signing off.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for all of the information. Again, people, follow them on these links that are here. I will have these links up on our ndbmedia.net page by tomorrow. So if you didn't catch it on the stream, you can do it then. Also, if you're looking at us and you tuned in late, you can go back and watch these links. They'll still be up there, and you can look at them later, so you can hear all the conversation that we had. Because I know a few of you didn't get in at the beginning, and so you may want to go back and see what's going on. Let's see. Okay, this is a question for Leon. Do you also have a Facebook page that I can follow to listen to your music?
Yes, right. I've got a Facebook page, but at this stage, I'm solely focusing on Neolodics. I've done some music in the past. I don't know if you know Dr. Victor from Dr. Vic and the Rasta Rebels. They are quite a well-known group in South Africa. So I've worked quite a bit with Dr. Victor, and then with Anna Wolf. She's quite a well-known artist in the UK. But on my personal Facebook page, I can share it. But all that I basically share on that page will be the music of Neolodics. So that's my main focus at this stage, is really just to write and to record for Neolodics.
Okay, here's a question from Nate Bell. Hey, Vernon, I know
brother.
you are interested in theological and spiritual things. Can you share more about that conviction?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it. I am so glad you're watching, brother. That is my pastor, who I love dearly. And Nate, yeah, you've played a big role in my life as well. And yeah, God has just the last few years brought so many people into my life. It's been a tough season. It's been a quiet season, but as a Christian, I strive every day to know more about the Lord in my life, and how His love is so wide, and I sometimes still struggle to grasp it and feel so undeserving of it, because I know I can't really give something in return. I can show appreciation and love Him and want to live for Him, but even that is not. I can't bargain with God, and I grew up in Christianity, but there comes a time in your life where it can't just be your father or your mother's faith anymore. You have to come to a point where you say, I'm not just following something that I've been told to follow, or that I know I should believe in terms of social gatherings. This is what I should say in these types of settings, and how I should act in these types of settings. But a phrase in the Bible that really stood out to me a few years ago, and I think this got me started when I was really in a deep, dark hole about 4 years ago, struggling with things and really just deep in sin at that point in my life, was Pontius Pilate's words to Jesus Christ. And he said, "What is truth?" And I don't know if he was sarcastic when he said that, but to me, that was like, this is the biggest question we all have to figure out. Because sometimes, and before that, my question was, what is comfortable? What is good for me? What would I like to do to make my experience better? And I got to the conclusion just through that. It really hit me. I could live a comfortable lie and have detrimental results, life-altering results, or I could be exposed to the truth, which is sometimes harsh because it shows you in a way that at least I didn't really like to see myself. But it also clarifies things, brings healing, brings restoration, brings just an understanding of things that sometimes you don't want to face up to, because it seems like reality is harsh, but it is freeing. And just through what I know through the Word of God, what Jesus has done for all of us, and how gracious that was, seeing that. And the Word also says in Romans that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. So this is how God demonstrated his love towards us, that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. And not for a good person, not for someone deserving of this, but someone, and I was an enemy, I was rebellious towards God. And I'm just saying always to people when I get the opportunity, this is a kind of love that the world doesn't know, because we will be kind to people who are kind to us, and we will do good unto others who, if we can get something out of it. In most situations, we operate that way. And this is a love that I am by no means where I want to be, and life is a journey, and the whole experience of life is a refining process, and may the Lord continue to refine me. But I want to live for Jesus Christ, and live my faith out, and love people and love God.
That is great. Now, on that note, are there any final comments? Because we are going to end this podcast, but there might be more. So keep a watch on Vernon's pages. You never know what else might pop up. And he says, "Thanks for sharing, brother." Nate says that. So
thanks, brother. Just
okay. Arc 54. Let's see. Everybody's saying the last little thing. Arc 54 says, "Thanks for doing this interview. Looking forward to finding more amazing music."
Awesome.
And,
Thanks.
and Charlie said, "Love you guys."
Oh, thanks.
So, do you have any final comments, or do you think that's it?
Leon, please end off for us. Some final thoughts.
Yes, no, I just want to say thank you for the great opportunity, Mike, to spend time with you. And I just want to take a second just to affirm what Vernon said about faith. We share the same value system, and I really believe that one of the greatest decisions we can make in life is to discover our purpose. And our purpose is found in our relationship with God. I'm talking about the religion or going through religious motions. I'm talking about a deep, intimate, personal relationship with the Creator through His Son. That's where we discover our purpose. There's a saying which says, the two greatest days of your life, the day you are born and the day you find out why. And I've spoken to many people at the age of 60 or 70, and they never discovered their purpose on earth. So I just want to encourage everybody. God loves you, and we also love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us and listening to our music. As an independent artist, it really means the world to us. Just the appreciation that you show for the music and for following us. So thank you so much from our side as well. And thank you for taking out the time to join us tonight. You could have been somewhere else, but you chose to join us in this moment. So thank you so much for that. We really appreciate that.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, we're getting a bunch of loves. I'm just going to display them. I'll just say the names. And Charlize both, I love you guys. And then she gave 2 whole sets of hearts.
Awesome.
And then I lost that one. Sorry. Okay. Hadrist Steenkamp.
Hey, Hardis.
Love this. God is so good.
Amen.
Charlie's more hearts. Charlie's both of more hearts. Hearts from Charlie's. One final request, fellas. More music, please, from Nate.
Awesome.
Yes.
Then Jennifer Cox says hello, and I'm so
Hi,
sorry, Jennifer. This is
Jennifer.
the end of our podcast live. But thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And we'll see you again soon. Take care.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. All the best.